Okay. These little feet are so cute. I cannot wait to use them. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Chattin and Craftin with Royce and David. We're glad to have you guys here. I'm taking my feet out. They're going to be so cute. Oh, look at that. That is going to be so cute on there. If you guys would say hello when you pop in and let us know where you're watching from, that would be awesome. Oh, I gotta clean all my glasses. I cleaned all the lenses on the cameras, but not my glasses. Hey, Jenny, I know, twice in one day, girl. Yes, busy day. Good day, good day. I guess David's finding me in all the places, you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope so. Aren't these feet the cutest? We're gonna put these on after we're done creating with this. I was happy to find ones that were this big because usually the ones I found in the past are like really small, but these are nice and beefy. So while David's looking for me, you guys, I'm going to show you guys what we did this morning. So we had our last quick craft with Royce, although none of them have been quick. I'm aware. Oh, I'm not round. How come? I want to use this screen. It's not going to let me do that one. Oh.
Not round, but you're not in the way.
I know, but I had, there we go. Although let's switch those around. I made myself round so I wouldn't be in the way. We had an incident the other day, baby. I was covering up a whole section of my project and I didn't even realize it. This was our Lazy Susan from this morning. You guys, didn't it come out so cute? And look at all the, see all that yummy crackle we were able to get? I love it. So this is just a regular, I'm probably going to do something to the bottom. Lazy Susan, I scored at the thrift store, and we used some chalk paint and some milk paint. And of course, this is a piece of the Roycycle Botanicals decoupage paper that we put on here. And then we used some of the two-step crackle from Pin Art over the top. And we even fussy cut some of our leaves and had them come off the side over here. This was a really fun project. It took us a long time, but I think it was worth it. So for this evening, I'm trying to be nice to my husband and not have my project take as long.
That would be nice.
Because he has to go to work in the morning.
Yes, I do.
I have an old cigar box, and I like this one because of the shape, right? It's like different than most cigar boxes. And I thought it'd be fun for us to decoupage this and upcycle this. And I also bought these. These are Tim Holtz. What did I do with the package? I just had it. Lord have mercy. These feet are by Tim Holtz, and they're like nice and big. You guys usually know. If you've ever tried to purchase these before, you know with the jewelry box feet that they're generally like a fourth of this size, right? But these are like really big. And so after we're done, we'll be attaching these feet and it will be fabulous. So that is the plan. You want to say hi to everybody, baby?
All right. On Facebook, we have Jenny Marmion, Amy Waters, Chris Schmidt, Lee Brown with Ken in Santa Barbara, Kathleen O'Brien Hoovis, Vicky Valdez Green, and that's who we've got on Facebook. On YouTube, we have Redeemed, Michelle Vest, and Sue Glazer, SEWGLASEER, says, where'd you get the feet?
I found these on Amazon, and I should have put them in my shop. I'll put them in my Amazon shop so you guys can find them easy, but they're by Tim Holtz. And I just have the packaging, and I don't know what I did with it. I'll find it, I'm sure, by the time we get done today. But y'all know, I don't know how I lose stuff sitting in one place, but I do. So as soon as I find the packaging, I'll show you. But these are by Tim Holtz, and they're really nice, big, and and substantial, which is why I was excited to find them. And this box is such a cute shape. But let's remove this sticker that's on here first before we get started. I wanted to talk about, let's hold on. We'll go back to the box in a minute. I want to talk about which paper we're going to use today. So I have 3 new papers and then 1 paper from the last launch. This one, which you guys all know, is my favorite. And this is the Scrappy Masterboard one. And I was thinking that I might use a section from this on the top, but I kind of don't want it to be pretty. Like I kind of want this to be a little bit more grungy. Look at that. It almost fits perfectly. Anyways, so I thought about using this one, and but I think that I'm not going to use this one, but let me show you guys, just in case there's somebody who hasn't seen the new release. I do have the pictures of these to show you guys so you can see some of the new designs, and you can see the ones that I'm considering today. So this one is the Scrappy Masterboard. So this is the paper in its totality. You have all these yummy bits, and then there's so much that I simply cannot communicate like through a photo. You have to get it and see it, and you'll see all the different nuances and all the yummy textures that are in this specific paper. This is my favorite from this collection. And one of the things I love about all the papers that I'm showing you is like tonally, you guys see that? They all go together beautifully. So you can use these on the same project. You can use pieces interchangeably on different, on the same project, if that makes sense. So that one is a Scrappy Masterboard. This one is the end papers. And I considered using this green piece right here, but I'm like an inch short on being able to wrap the whole box. So I'm not going to use this one. I'm sad about that. And this one would be really fun because it does coordinate beautifully with an older design, which is the photograph masterboard. You guys will notice that you have a lot of end papers in the background, and you will find those same papers on this sheet, but a little bit larger scale. And wouldn't it be fun to put this guy with his pipe on the top of here? The only problem is he's a little bit too big and you wouldn't even see his pipe. So I decided not to go with these, but I did contemplate it. And for the end paper masterboard, it's just called end papers, you guys can see that you get all these yummy bits of paper. And you guys know when you pick up an antique book, there is usually like a really interesting paper in the beginning and the end of it, like that it covers the inside of the cover. That's where all of these designs come from, are end papers from old books. And this one I think can be a lot of fun for a lot of different projects. They are sized 8x10, 5x7, 4x6, so that they're kind of standard for your project sizes. And they do pair really well with the photography masterboard. But you guys, the paper that we're going to use tonight is this super yummy. And this one is just warm. Is it warm topography? Is that what I called it? Look, I have to name so many papers. Yes, this one is the warm topography. And I felt like this one was missing from the Recycle collection. And I'm super excited to have this. It is so yummy. There are so many. You have actual documents that are a little bit larger than scale, but not much. But there's also a lot of warmth, a lot of wear and tear, and a lot of little Easter eggs that are hidden throughout this design. But I'm thinking that this one is going to be the perfect one for our box tonight. And so I'm going to cover the body in the warm topography, and then I want to paint the top with some black milk paint that I have left over from this morning's project. And so that is the plan for this box. But before we can do that, we kind of have to prep it. I wanted us to do that together today. I have some stickers. I think I only have one more. I removed the other one. I have a sticker here, and then right here, there's a little bit of like sticky stuff left over from something that was on there. And so I'm just going to use the heat from my dryer to heat up the ink under this so I can peel this really easily. And then we'll just use some alcohol to clean it up before we get started.
We do have a question. Is the writing on the box engraved or etched in?
You know what? The top of it is not. The top is pretty flat. It's etched in a little bit. The sides is pretty engraved. I'm just noticing that right now. But I'm going to ignore it. Because if I had noticed that earlier, I would have gone in with something to kind of fill that in. But then I would need time for it to dry and to sand it. And we don't have time for all that. So I'm just going to move forward, and we will just consider that to be the ghost of the life of the past life of this box if it shows through our stuff.
Can I ask everybody, if you're on Facebook, give us a share, put in a comment, hit an emoji, all of that helps. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the bell. You can customize your alerts so you can be notified when Royce is on. Because a couple of people have said, ooh, I made it. And it's like, well, yeah, if you get an alert.
Yes, and if you RSVP to the event, you're more likely to get an alert as well.
Yes, so we would appreciate that. Hit the heart, or yes, hit the like button, the thumbs up on YouTube. Also, if you're on YouTube, you have two options. You can either go horizontal or vertical. If you're on your phone, you want to go vertical. It does look better.
Oh, it does look better on your phone if you go vertical.
Yeah, you don't get to see the comments.
Yeah.
But if you leave the comments up, it looks really tiny, even on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
But if you just go full screen, great.
I need to like put myself like a little runway right here with, I think I'm gonna do it with some brown tape so I can know when I'm staying in frame, because I have priors.
So what's the name of the company that does the feet? Tim
Holtz.
Okay, the reason I say that is when you first said it, my first thought was Tim Horton.
Oh.
Which is donuts up in Canada.
Oh.
And I am embarrassed. Angie Champagne will make fun of me for this because she's, upstate New York, close enough to know Tim Horton. I think there's one Tim Horton or two. There's like one in Detroit and one in New York, but all the rest are in Canada, I think. Tim Horton was a hockey player.
Oh, and he opened donut shops?
After he retired, they used
sense.
his name, and
yes,
I'm assuming he had an ownership stake. But he was not a player. He had retired by the time I was paying attention to hockey. So I didn't know that. I knew of Tim Hortons,
but you didn't know that he was a hockey player.
I didn't know he was a hockey player, which means, I'm embarrassed to say, within the last 6 months, I figured out that's the joke in Wayne's World. Stan Mikita Donuts. Stan Mikita, I knew. He was a hockey player in Chicago.
Oh, so Stan Mikita Donut
was making fun of Tim Horton donuts because Mike Myers is from Canada.
Okay, that makes sense.
I had no idea. I just thought it was cool. Stan Mikita. Who doesn't love Stan Mikita? In Chicago, we loved him.
I have no idea who Stan Mikita is. Baby.
Czechoslovakian born, great hockey player, was a captain for a lot of years.
So you guys, I'm just using regular rubbing alcohol just to clean off. I had a little bit of leftover glue here, but the alcohol went through that pretty quickly. So you guys can see easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's all clean now and ready to go. So whenever I'm going to be decoupaging things like this, I like to use a white primer. Because that way, if there's any, especially with old wood, because you just never know if it's going to bleed or if there are any stains. And so I'm going to decoupage the bottom. So I'm only going to paint the bottom. And I'm going to leave the top because we're going to go in with some black paint on the top.
Angie, he played for Toronto. And she says, yeah, they had Tim Hortons in Syracuse. Carol Kincaid says they have Tim Hortons there, but I don't know where there is. And Michelle Vest says they have them in Western New York. Yeah, anywhere close to Canada.
They have them.
Well, there's been talk of Tim Horton kind of taking a run at America. Dunkin' Donuts obviously is the big name in America.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Krispy
The few times I was in Canada, I didn't have a Tim Hortons, so I can't speak to it.
I was going to say, are they good donuts? That was going to be my next question.
I don't know. I've been in Windsor, Ontario, and Victoria, BC. So, and I didn't think to look for a Tim Hortons.
If I would have been paying attention, you guys, I would have just gotten some spackle, and I would have just spackled that with some spackle, and it would have been fine. And then sanded it down, and then when I went over it with the primer, it would have been fine for me to be able to decoupage over. But
Michelle Vest says yes, they are good. Carol Kincaid said Michigan. Thank you. Which is what I assumed. New York and Michigan would be the places.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, Detroit is south of Canada.
We're all south of Canada.
No. Or excuse me. Detroit is north of Canada.
Oh.
That's right. Yes.
Really?
Yes, because just the way that
it's carved
out.
out.
The border is kind of carved out. You have to go south to get into Canada from Detroit.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chris Schmidt says multiple Tim Hortons in Michigan. That makes sense. Jenny Marmion, how about the Bears-Packers game? That was a little while ago. That's when the football season ended, Jenny. It's all on.
I know. David is not, he like watches the highlights on YouTube, maybe.
Well, I watch the Packers game if I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can, but if I can. But yeah.
But I mean, the season is basically over as far as
the season's soon to be over. It ended with that game. There is no more football played.
Now what?
Next weekend.
Oh, sometimes it's closer to my birthday.
Yeah, well, 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, but I mean it's been like on my birthday before. It was wonderful. People brought food, and watched the game. I knew it was about the game, but it felt like it was for my birthday.
Yeah. Angie said never had the donuts, but the coffee is decent.
Oh.
All right, that begs a big question. Do you guys want Royce live next Sunday night? A lot of people, even if you don't like football, a lot of people go to Super Bowl parties, etc.
That's true.
So if you guys want to take a week break, that's fine. We're not going to watch it. I don't care one way or the other.
I don't think I've been invited to a party.
Yeah. So it's up to you guys. But yes, Stan Makita Donuts in Wayne's World. Now I get the joke.
Oh. Just 15 years later, 20 years later.
Oh, 30 years.
Oh, Lord, baby, you're making me feel old.
I want to say Wayne's World or Wayne's World 2. One of them was in 92.
I think Wayne's World was, I think I was in high school when Wayne's World came out.
Well, I went to one of them on my 30th birthday.
Oh.
Wayne's World. Because that was where I was being taken for my birthday.
Oh.
Let's go see one of them. So I don't know which one.
Yes, go live on Super Bowl Sunday. We will not be doing the Super Bowl shuffle over here, though.
Well, not everybody watches, not everybody cares. So that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lou DeVelder Steven says, yes, Sunday. I don't care about football unless the Broncos are playing. Kathleen Rubis, we aren't watching the game. Carol Kincaid said she'll try and be here. Angie, my birthday is 4 days after yours, Angie. Jenny says, yes, we get bored by this time in the Super Bowl.
All the snacks are gone, huh?
Well, I want to say, doesn't the Super Bowl start about 6 p.m. Arizona time?
Baby, you know I don't know.
I mean, it's an all-day affair, but I think the game itself...
The actual game, like after the commentary and the history and all that
is between 5 and 6.
Okay.
Our time. So, like...
so the game will be starting.
Lee says the live would be great, not football fans. Gene Hicks, Royce all the way. So Glazer. Yes, go live on Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm at the Super Bowl party for the snacks. Just saying. And for the drama. I like to root for like the underdog. Whoever everyone else is not rooting for, that's who I'll root for, just to cause problems.
Angie, Bills aren't playing, so I'll watch your live. There's a lot of people that got stung this year, just FYI.
There are a lot of injuries on multiple teams this year.
I understand. I'm on Angie's side with they should have gone. Who said not the Broncos? They lost their quarterback to an injury in that championship game. No, it was a divisional game. I felt bad for them. Yeah, a lot of things just kind of happened. And now it's two teams that I don't particularly like.
That are playing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Patriots and the Seahawks, and I don't care for either one of them, so I just don't care. I would like to see a tie.
Vicky says
she's to irritate everybody. Can't happen.
No, because they'll all go to overtime, right?
Yeah, and that's not like regular overtime. There has to be a winner.
Oh, so either if they tie and tie again and tie again,
they just keep going.
Oh, you got two men left standing. Or like the one game we were watching where you have like the third string in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. We're using a light paper today. You guys see how my paint job is kind of streaky a little bit. So because we're using a lighter design, I am going to go in and do a second coat. I just really don't want that showing through.
Oh yeah, halftime show. I forgot about that. Usually you like to see that. Well, it depends on who's performing.
Yeah. I want to see the halftime show just because I'm curious. I've heard Bad Bunny's name, but I don't think I know. I probably know his music, but I don't know it's him. You know what I mean?
I want to say he's primarily Spanish language.
He is, but I mean, he has stuff that's like, I'm sure I've heard it.
Oh, he's hitting the charts. I'm fine with that. I don't care.
I'm sure I know a song, but I don't know it's him. So I'm curious. I want to see.
Yeah.
But for Beyonce's halftime bowl, it was basically a Beyonce concert and some people was playing football. Just saying. Some people were playing football on Beyonce. Oh no, that wasn't halftime. That was actually.
No, she's done a halftime.
Yeah, she has. But last year it wasn't a Super Bowl, I think.
No, it wasn't. I forgot what last year's was.
But
last year's wasn't one of the Williams sisters dancing.
Yeah, that was in hers, but I just don't know if it was the Super Bowl or if it was just a game. Oh, okay.
I just don't know who was performing.
Beyonce.
Royce go live for the halftime show. Hey, remember what was it? In Living Color did that one year.
Oh, they went live during. Oh man, I took my water inside.
They did not have Fox did not have the broadcast, so they were watching, and they all week they were telling people just when it's halftime, switch over.
Oh, switch over
and they timed it exactly for the halftime show.
Oh my gosh!
And like, okay, game's about to start. See you later.
I'm out. Is that when they did?
They knew most people would not be watching them during
the Super Bowl. That just wasn't going to happen. The funniest skit on In Living Color, I think, was when they did Vanilla Ice. Jim Carrey. Vanilla Ice, ice, baby. We used to sit up and I remember. It's so interesting. I sound like. I hear myself talk sometime, and I know I'm talking to my people though, so I don't sound old, but I remember waiting for the Michael Jackson video to drop. You know what I'm saying? Or gathering around the TV to watch In Living Color when it came on. We would be all excited.
We have a question. Lou DeVelder Stevens asks, was it Usher on roller skates? And Flea says Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl. That's right. Beyonce just did a game in Texas. I don't know which game it was, but
Oh, she did a country album, didn't she?
yeah, she
That
did.
makes sense then. Yeah.
Well, she's from Texas, so
Right, but I mean, but she did a country album.
yeah. The word on the street is the next one's going to be rock and roll. So I'm curious to see.
For her. There's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm just drawing this. You guys see, I don't even have my paper over here because I don't want to have no problems. This is all the boring stuff. And I think we're going to paint before we decoupage too. So that way I don't get anything on my paper. Any paint.
Oh, Angie says the Olympic opening ceremony is Saturday.
Oh, is it? I always love watching those. Except for last year. Was it not last year? The last one was in Paris. That was kind of boring.
Yeah.
All the boats. Mm,
It was raining too.
I know. So I'm curious to see what Italy does. Okay.
Oh, let's see. All right. It's going to feature Mariah Carey, Laura Pausini, and Andrea Bocelli
Oh.
at the Olympic opening game or
Mariah
opening
Carey.
ceremony.
Huh, interesting. All right.
It's going to start at noon our time.
Okay.
That's because it's happening in Italy, Milan.
Good night. I'm missing a brush.
It's also the Winter Olympics. Those are always not as
Not as
vibrant because everybody cold.
although I love ice skating.
It's February 6th, so it's actually Friday. Yeah, Jenny said the same thing. I saw it was Friday. I just looked it up too. It said the 6th.
And so I'm just going to ink my edges, you guys, because I want to have a halo underneath my paper. It's going to be subtle, but it will be there. And those of you who are with me, y'all know the drill. So if you are new, I always forget to introduce myself. If you are new, welcome. My name is Royce Hunt Bell, and I am the owner of Recycled Treasure. The voice you hear behind the camera is my husband, David Bell. I guess I should say you voice you hear behind the camera is David Bell, and together we make up Recycle. We empower creation by providing quality craft supplies like our decoupage paper and our stencils. We provide education, inspiration, and encouragement. And you are welcome here, whether you're creating for your heart, for your home, or even for your business. Or even if you're just nosy and you want to see what we're doing. Welcome.
Okay, 2 questions. Yes, Angie, Cortina is one of the other cities. Milan is one of them as well. The ceremonies, they said there's going to be a cauldron in both cities.
Oh,
That's not unusual. I mean, you need a lot of space
yeah.
for a Winter Olympics. Jenny Marmion, Royce, have you tried the brown Wise Owl primer yet?
I haven't. I need to order some, Jenny. I just haven't had time. Have you tried it?
And Lou DeVelder Stevens, how do I access your Amazon store?
You know what? I'm going to put up a QR code. Give me 1 second. And I need to find like a place to put it. I need to go onto my YouTube in my communities and put a link to my Amazon shop. But let me find, I do have a QR code, I believe.
Well, you look for that. LaDonna Goddard says Tim Holtz is a designer, maker, educator with Ranger ideology. Simon Says Stamp and Stampers Anonymous.
Yeah.
Well, for those that didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Tim Holtz, he's his own brand, right? And he works with other brands. He's super talented. I love him.
Jenny says no, she hasn't tried the Wise Owl brown primer, but wondering if it would work when you want us back.
You know what? I used a clear primer for that. You kind of raise like a point, right? And I think that they did the brown so that you could produce richer colors when you're painting. I think is what they're thinking. But like if I wanted to stress back, I just used a clear primer. You know what I mean? But maybe I think it's to go under like your jewel tones so that they're richer and it's easier to get coverage. But like I use a gray primer for that. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it. Maybe the brown works better than the gray.
I have a semi-winter Olympic story. I just told it to Royce, so you guys get to hear it now. Although I had two friends that got invited to trials.
For hockey, right?
One for hockey, one for figure skating. My friend's sister.
Mm.
My friend who got invited for hockey, they were very clear. We were all in high school, and he was one of the top defensive high school players. He was a defenseman. He and his partner, his line mate, were the top two in Illinois at the time. And they invited him and said, "You got no shot at making this team." Because at the time, they only took college athletes.
Mm.
But they said, "We want to see you for the next Olympics."
Which that would be exciting.
So, yes. So he got invited to the 80 trials.
Oops.
But he took a puck behind the knee in the interim.
Oh, no.
So he didn't even get an invite to the 84 trials because he didn't make a college team.
Yeah.
He was done. The figure skater found boys. She just gave it up.
Boys.
No,
nothing but problems.
They always are. They're always trouble. So we're in college. My roommate and I are communications. We're in Duluth, Minnesota, and we're communications majors, and we're in a video class. And our final is you have to make a video. And we had no idea what to do. So we're like, all right, let's go wander the town. Now, Duluth is a city. I mean,
oh, yeah, I remember this one.
So we go with a couple of friends of ours from the dorm. So it's like, I don't know, 5, 6 of us just wandering. And we go down to the ice arena. And it's Minnesota, so there's a real arena where Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs play. That's not the school we went to, but so we're like, well, maybe we could show what an arena's like that you don't see, the back area. Let's see if we can convince a security guard to let us in and, see the temperature controls, just kind of document what that is.
Yes.
So we go to the front door, they're locked. We go around to a side door, it's open. So we just walk in. And we kind of walk into the ice arena, and there's a whole bunch of people there, and they're curling, which we knew of but had never seen.
Oh.
Because it's not a real thing in Illinois.
Yeah.
Or where we grew up, at least. Lots of arenas, but nobody really curled there. And so we just wander up to somebody, and we're like, hey, what's going on? Oh, it's the World Curling Championships.
You guys just wandered into the World
Curling wandered in, so we're like hanging out with players from all over the world.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we hung out with the Italian team and the Canadian team, the Americans. It just chatted. There was really nobody watching. It was all family.
Yeah.
So they were just happy we were there and like filming.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's coverage. It's coverage.
Yeah. So that's my closest to Olympics story.
And you guys already know, a lot of you are my peoples. So I'm not just drying the ink. I'm actually applying heat so I can set the ink because we don't want it to move around when I start decoupaging.
Jenny Marmion asks another question.
Yes.
Do you prefer the varnish or 1 hour enamel for decoupage?
So it depends, Jenny. I prefer the 1 hour enamel if I'm going to be using transfers over the decoupage because I think because it self-levels that the transfers really love it. They go down so easy over the OHE. And so if I want something that's going to be super smooth, then I'll use the 1 hour enamel. But like the OHE, I mean, they're both clear, but the varnish is crystal clear. So like if I'm going to be decoupaging on glass, I prefer to use the varnish. So it kind of just depends, right, on what I'm doing for my project.
Let's see. Jenny says she did not take a puck behind the knee, but she did take a discus behind the knee.
That's big. That's hard. That's
at her son's track meet. I have photographed
no.
discus and shot with, and I'm always scared. Because you kind of, at golf too, you kind of have to be in front of the person.
Yeah.
Because you want to see their face.
But then you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And especially kids, not all of them have control.
No.
So
I threw the shot and the disc in high school.
Yeah.
And ran the 800. That is the worst race ever. Can I just say that? I should have ran the mile.
Lisa Vansel's daughters grew up skating against the Lemieux twins, who both ended up making USA hockey and beat Canada.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming that's women's.
I don't know.
If your daughter skated against them, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's the women's team. Isn't USA women pretty good? I want to say it's like soccer, like the women's.
Oh, like the women's teams are like dominant.
Yeah.
Dominators.
I don't know if I'd say dominant. Canada has a lot of good women. Look, Harry Sanchez is here.
Hey, Ari Nanam. And this is just the milk paint, you guys. I'm using, this is Amy Howard's in Noir, Noir. And I mixed it up earlier when we did the Lazy Susan. We didn't have very many people on earlier when I showed the Lazy Susan. So for those of you who were not here, this is what we worked on this morning. We did a Lazy Susan, and this is from the Botanical Blocks decoupage paper, a piece. And we used black milk paint. And I used it over, see, you see the red peeking through? I wish I would have gone in with clear wax first because that did a little bit darker than I liked. But so we have a little bit of red peeking through, kind of a grungy aesthetic, but still pretty though, right?
So the question is, are you going to paint the top?
I am stirring up this milk paint right now. I'm going to paint the top with milk paint. I'm just trying to decide. I think I want to go in with the red paint like I did on the Lazy Susan. 2, because I want to redeem myself and use the clear wax. And another reason, well, 1, because I want to redeem myself, and 2, because I don't want wood underneath if it crackles through. I kind of like to have something else. So I'm stirring this up, but let's do a quick coat of red chalk style paint before we go in with our milk paint. Always experimenting, you guys.
Steven says you can remove black wax with clear wax.
Yes, you can. The problem is, and you're right, when you want to lift it up, you can. But I went over chalk style paint when it was open. So it wasn't sealed first. So whatever was absorbed by the paint, I can't pull that off. I could pull something off the top, but I'm not going to be able to pull off whatever the paint absorbed already. So it's okay. I mean, it still looks good in person. I just wanted the red to be a little bit more evident. But this will be cool because these 2 pieces will they will complement each other. They won't be exactly the same, but they'll complement each other nicely. And I was telling them later, I really do love that Lazy Susan. So I'm saying a lot of these pieces are going to end up on Whatnot, but we'll see. I do want to stage them on my gallery wall where I have the dresser, which is easier said than done because right now we have a bunch of boxes sitting over there from our Whatnot. And we are going to be on Whatnot this Friday, you guys. I already have it scheduled. So if you guys want to go and bookmark it, you can.
And the name is the same.
Recycled at all the places. I'm trying to keep paint off of my hardware. I know that some furniture artists just like paint over the hardware. That's always bothered me. I just take my hardware off unless you can't. Like with jewelry boxes, you really can't take the hardware off. So, and if you paint over your hardware, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disparage you, but it does bother me. A couple of pictures came up in my Facebook feed today under my history. No, not history. What is it? Memories. And it was two furniture pieces that I painted. One was 9 years ago and one was 10 years ago. I can't believe that much time has passed.
Angie Champagne asks, are you continuing the daily lives in February?
Girl, no. I love y'all, but I can't do it. It literally takes up my entire morning, like actually the entire half of my day. By the time I prep for the live, do the live, it takes up a lot of time, which doing it for 1 month was sustainable, but not ongoing. Oh, however, I am contemplating doing a mixed media Monday because I would like to share some things with you guys, things that I'm learning in my classical art classes that we can like use the stuff that we already use and we can apply it to our mixed media projects. So I'm contemplating that. I will not be starting tomorrow though, because I'm going to take a week off, but maybe next week. The big thing we have coming up is for you guys. So I am going to be posting an announcement probably tomorrow or Tuesday that we're going to have a contest. And those of you who've been with me for a while, you may remember I used to have a big contest every year, but my page got really big. And so the way that we used to do it just doesn't work anymore. But I figured out another system for us to have a contest. So start making, because you guys can enter. We'll have 3 categories. So we'll have 2, what's another word for categories, baby?
Divisions?
Thank you. We'll have 2 divisions. One division will be professionals. That division is for anybody who like paints and sells their furniture, anyone who owns a creative business, and you're creating professionally, you will be considered a professional. The other division will be hobbyists. So you create for your heart, for your home. You love it, but you're not necessarily like selling your stuff or doing anything like that. So there'll be 2 divisions, professional and hobbyists. And then within each division, there'll be furniture, home decor, and we have a new section, which is art. And art can be mixed media. It can be, I know I already got a message from somebody who will be doing jackets. And so we'll probably put her under the art division. So I'm excited for that. I used to love doing the contest because I'm always amazed by what you guys create. I'm trying to work out sponsors right now too, but we'll announce the contest and we'll get started. There will be prizes. There won't be money, but it'll be stuff. So I'm hoping you guys will participate.
We got to watch U.S. women's national soccer team play in Santa Barbara last week.
Oh, those girls are rough.
Dennis Rodman's daughter's on that team.
Oh, is she?
I didn't know that. She said she scored. Jenny says, did you see Mara do a jean jacket?
I didn't see Mara's jean jacket.
Well, Royce has plans for a jean jacket.
I do. I have so many jean jackets. I think there's one hanging over there. Whenever I see them in the thrift store, I pick them up. In our membership last year, I think it was last year, we were painting. I have one jean jacket over there. I started painting. I was so mad at myself because it's a Levi's. It's a vintage Levi jacket. I probably would not have chosen to paint that one if I'd been paying attention.
I was talking about the one you want to do for our granddaughter.
Oh, I did that one already. Ariana already has it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and she's probably already too big for it.
Oh, I thought she was going to grow into it.
Well, when we bought it, she was, but she's almost 2 now, baby. They went by so fast.
Year and a half.
Well, she'll be 2 in June. It's gonna be February, March, April, May, June. I guess okay.
Flea says, is the contest only for your new paper? And
Nope.
Kathleen Nubis, can other decoupage papers be included?
Other decoupage paper can be included, but the recycled paper really needs to be the forefront, right? So it can't be like a little bitty piece of recycled paper and a whole lot of the other papers.
So Kathleen, I'm going to be the bad guy. Why would Recycled have a contest for a different brand? Just throwing that out there. Another person, just, FYI. Jenny Marmion, I've had cheetah print stamp plans for a jean jacket for so long, I think I'm out of date. No.
Cheetah is never out of date.
And we just saw the last time we went somewhere where there was just that print was everywhere.
So this
leopard print.
Leopard print. This is the thing to me about animal print. It's interesting because people will talk about it, especially leopard specifically. I think it's always like, to me, leopard is the standard. And every fall, leopard print comes out. Like people say, oh, it's a new trend. But if you guys pay attention, every fall, a leopard print is going to be on the docket. It's just like a standard. It's just like, let me see, something else is always in style. And maybe it's just me, because you guys know I love leopard print. So of course I feel this way. And Jenny, if you like it, then you make it and you wear it, girl. You don't care what nobody else thinks. People always want to talk about what's in style, what's out of style. Look.
Lisa Vansell, can you enter multiple categories? Hobbyists.
You can enter multiple categories. You can enter up to, what did I say? Up to 3 pieces, I think, each category. Because usually we have people, and they enter multiple categories or multiple pieces.
Now,
so, yes.
All right, so that begs the question. How recent was the work done? Could it be something you've had in your shop? Could it be your lampshade, which you've had up here for 2 or 3 years?
No, that's just from last spring.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know what I mean.
Yes.
All right. What about your mannequin over there?
My mannequin over there?
Your dress form.
I know I need to finish her. Poor thing. She's still half naked. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
As long as it's recycled, it would be nice if it's at least, because I haven't had a contest for like 4 or 5 years. That's why I'm thinking like, if it's something you've made within the last 3 years, we'll say that. But I wouldn't know.
Well, how long you been in business? How about for that?
So that
recycled paper's been available.
I put up 2 pictures today. One was from 10 years ago.
There you go. So 10 years. Because it's got to be recycled.
Well, it has to be recycled. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, and I wouldn't have any way of knowing. I think that's why I decided not to put that on there. Because even if it's a really old design, they could have bought it still from a retailer who has old designs in their stock. So you guys see, this is kind of like a brick red, right? It's not like a bright red. But I think that'll be really nice showing through the black, especially because I'm going to use clear wax first this time. I'm going to do it right. So I just have some milk paint I've already mixed here. And I followed the instructions this time. So it's 50-50 mixture of paint. And I'm putting on nice thin coats because I don't necessarily, if it crackles, it's fine. But I'm not necessarily going for the crackle. So I'm laying down thinner coats.
Jenny says, done a lot of furniture with your papers. They sell so fast. I've been trying to get Royce back into furniture.
I know, it's so hard. And actually, I need to get George. We bought a mount. I just need to put it up on the roof right there. Because painting furniture on camera is hard.
Right.
Because they're seeing the back of my head or they're seeing the furniture. So I want the mount up there so they can see what I'm doing on the furniture piece. And then I can put a camera over here so they can see me and then they can see what I'm doing. I have a piece right here. It's all like ready to go, y'all. It's already sanded and everything. I just need to get on the ball. The one thing I've learned about the milk paint, because it is like thinner, it runs really fast. And If I want a smooth surface, I turn it the way that I'm going to be painting. So like this side, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to paint this and dry it. And I'm going to keep doing that all the way around until we get full coverage.
Cindy Nygaard, who just jumped on,
Hey,
said,
Cindy.
sorry, could you discuss the contest and rules again and deadlines?
Yes. So the deadline, this is my quandary right now. I'm going to announce the contest today.
No,
I am
Wednesday.
going to, well, this week, either
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday, we'll put like official announcement up. You won't get to start submitting pieces. I think I want to do Valentine's Day. I think that'll be fun. Until Valentine's Day, you'll be able to start submitting your pieces, and you'll have 10 days to submit, and then we'll close. And we will do judging. We have to do our judging different than we've done in the past. So I will create a space for you guys to be able to vote. I'll actually just load them all on my Facebook page, and you guys can go in and vote for the ones you want to vote for. But we're going to have you upload them using a Google Doc, because the last time some people didn't get votes because Facebook was, we had a lot of entries. And so what Facebook does is whenever there's a lot of comments, it doesn't show them all. It's kind of a pain. So that's why I haven't had one, because we kind of have to figure all these pieces out. So after the contest, we'll do a people's choice, and then we'll have judges. I don't know who my judges are going to be yet, but I'll be making that announcement soon. I'm waiting for some answers back for judges. And so we'll have a people's choice, and then we'll have the judges. And the judges will just choose like their favorite out of each category, because I don't want to have like 11 winners. That's too much. I mean, I'm saying if we have 9 winners, and then 9 judges, that's a lot. So we'll just have like the judge's choice overall, 1 in each category, rather than 3 in each category. But for the people's choice, they'll be judging in each category in both professional. The divisions are professional and hobbyist. And the reason why I want to have the hobby division is because a lot of people won't submit their work because they don't think it's good enough. So I'm hoping that having a separate category for my hobbyists will encourage you guys to participate. Because you don't know, you might make something fabulous. And you don't even think it's fabulous, but somebody else does. Just saying.
So our city right now is going through the process of updating its general plan. In Arizona, every city has to do it every 10 years. And our planning director, who's a friend of ours, says it every time she talks to somebody, because she wants a lot of participation. She wants everybody to throw their 2 cents in. And she says, because if you don't, it's going to be, the decisions are going to be made by whoever's in the room.
Yeah, whoever shows up.
And that may not be what you agree with.
Yes.
So it's the same thing with, all right, you don't think your work is of that level. Royce and I have this debate over podcasts. And I get it. You feel like it's not up to a certain level that you want to be, but you can't win anything if you don't submit.
You can't win if you don't play.
Yeah.
Are you agreeing with me?
I just, my whole thing on podcast is I got to have something of value. I have to produce something of value. That's all I ask. And I don't know if I can at the moment.
Okay.
Which sounds odd considering I do a talk show every day.
Every day. Don't say just a hobbyist, Cindy, because that's not it, right? It's not just an anything. You're just a hobbyist. You just do it for the joy of it. And that's fine. That's good, right? But you can still participate as a hobbyist.
I see the Glory of Kingdom on YouTube says, I love doing old jewelry boxes and cigar boxes.
I really like cigar boxes. I have a love-hate relationship with jewelry boxes. Like I like doing the outside of the jewelry boxes, but the inside just always stresses me out. They always have that crushed velvet stuff in there, and you got to contend with that. But they're like little pieces of furniture. Like I have one. I contemplated doing it today. It may make it on the dock next Sunday. We'll see.
Peggy Shireman, what if you, is that you?
What?
Did you see that? Oh, good.
Yeah.
It bounced off the walls here. And I
Oh,
thought
did it?
Yeah, I thought it was one of the devices.
Oh.
I'm working 3 here. Peggy Shireman, what if you concern yourself a hobbyist, but occasionally sell some items?
That's fine. I just want, we have some furniture artists, right? And this is why I wanted to have it separated too, because if you have a creative business, you're buying your products wholesale, right? So you're probably more apt to use a transfer and a stencil and some decoupage paper and, you know, really nice paint. You're going to have access that maybe somebody who's a hobbyist may not have access to, unless you're Flea and you have a hoard. But if you're everybody else, you might not have that big of a hoard. I'm messing with Flea.
Lee said she's trying not to.
I know, I'm messing with her. That's why, I mean, you know, they're just things that I think about. And I don't want people to not participate, you know, because they feel like what the work that they're making isn't good enough. Like, honestly, if I could get people to just like show their stuff and not have to have a contest, I would rather do that. But
oh,
here we
the
are.
Glory of Kingdom is Amber Demakowitz. There you go. We haven't seen Amber for a little while. Yeah, Jenny Marmion, old tool boxes and carpenter boxes. Royce loves those too.
Oh, I know. You know what, Jenny? Carpenter box is on my pick list. I haven't found one yet. Not the ones, you know, the ones I'm talking about, like the really old ones. It's on my picker list, though.
Amy Waters on the drawers of a tall jewelry armoire with topography.
Ooh.
I love the paper, and she loved the result.
I bet that was super pretty. Okay. I think that I got a good coat around the edges, and we're running out of time. So I'm going to dry this top part.
Can you see the one red dot?
One red dot. What red dot?
Okay. If you were to go from the hatch across the top to...
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of red dots. There's red paint under there.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it's showing through. You want it to show through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want. I wanted to just dress it back to the red.
There was one red that was just kind of striking. So.
It's on the latch. I'm going to have to clean it off.
No, it's on this.
Oh, I touched it. So what I do is I touch it like that, and it like makes like this really distressed kind of mark.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are on purpose, baby.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if I should do another layer around the sides. I think not. I think I will. I think I'm going to have to. I'm trying not to, but I have to. I have compulsions, you guys. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrousness, but I cannot help it. And so I don't know who my judges are going to be yet. I'm still waiting for a couple of answers back. But I mean, there'll be people in our niche, right, who like know what we're doing. So I'll be announcing judges soon. And like I said, I'm announcing the contest, but we won't open submissions. I think I'm going to make Valentine's Day the date for submissions. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. I think that'll be fun. And then we'll take submissions over the course of 10 days, and then we'll close it down, and we'll probably need time, at least a week. If we get the number of submissions I'm anticipating, we're going to need a week to organize and for the judges to go through the submissions and all the things. and then we'll drop them into on my page, and you guys can vote, and our judges can review. And so I imagine we won't be making an announcement for the winners until March. See what I mean? It's like a whole deal, right? I remember back in the day, it's like, post your stuff. Let's see who wins. It was so much easier. And I didn't get a lot of responses from sponsors either. That's my other part. It was easier when I was carrying a lot more brands. I don't carry brands anymore. So, you know, my relationships aren't as close as they used to be. But if I have to offer all the prizes, then so be it. And if you have a brand and you would like to be a sponsor and offer a prize, hit me up.
You should talk to my boss. You know, he just bought the music store.
Oh, I know, but our prizes are like paint and stuff.
So we have a contest. So for those of you who don't know, I work for a radio station. The owner of the station just bought a music store. It fits.
Yes.
Well, right now we're doing one of our big events. It's called Healing Idol. It's a singing contest.
Yes.
The other big event is Battle of the Bands in the summer. Well, we give away prizes during this to encourage people to come out, watch the singers. It's like 6 to 8 weeks of people trying to make the finals, then the finals, and you get $2,000 if you win. So it's a good prize if you're a good singer. Well, last week was our first preliminary. He gave away 2 ukuleles.
Oh.
And I could see a lot of people decoupaging
Some ukuleles.
a ukulele.
I mean, I can ask him.
Just saying.
I already have to hit him up for the retreat because he has to hook up all my stuff.
Yes.
So for me at the retreat, it's really important that everyone is able to see what I'm doing and everyone is able to hear. So I'm lucky enough that my husband works at the radio station. But although I had a relationship with Reed before you started working,
long before I was there.
and so we have like I'm wearing. I don't know if you guys noticed in the photos, you'll see both Jane and I were wearing mics so that everybody could hear what was being said, and we also had a big screen TV set up with the camera over my table so everybody could see what I was doing. And this year, I want to have, because we had one table, and they would have to get up each time to be able to see the screen. So this year we're gonna have 2 screens. So I can make sure everybody can hear and everyone can see. So I already hit him up for that, baby. I should list him as a sponsor for that, shouldn't I? So I got some Crackle, even though I really didn't want Crackle, but it's okay. I put it on a little thick at the top. I should have, with the milk paint, what I'm figuring out is if I put on a really thin coat, I'm less likely to get the chippies.
So Kathleen Hoovis, I love repurposed guitars and violins. That's on Facebook. And then on YouTube, Catherine Lakowski, I hope I'm saying that right. I've always wanted to do an old violin. And she says you have your own AV guy. No. I'm not the AV tech guy. Reed is, and we gotta pay him.
Yes, we do have to pay him. But I mean, I know that he's nice to me.
He is. And best of all, it's done right.
This is true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was ready. Who was with me was for sound check last year because we went to the venue for sound check. And I was like, okay, that's going to be fine. And he's like, nope. Because I was going to use a regular mic. He was the one that insisted that I use the headphone thing. I felt like I was doing a TED Talk, you guys, because I had to wear the headset. He is very meticulous about his work. I'm sure the ladies were laughing because I was like, Reed, it's good. He's like, no, I don't think so. Let me check on this.
And I really listen to him in that space because that space can be tough to hear.
Yeah.
So he has spent time making sure that everybody can hear. I've been in that space with events where a third of the people are just like, yeah, Can't hear a thing.
Well, and he put up the speakers like right before my event, the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that made it a lot better
I
too.
mean, he's deliberate, and the result is quality.
So you guys see how light that is? It's crazy, right? We're gonna come back to this part, but we're gonna do a quick wet distress just to like, so the chippy is like one kind of distress. And then you guys saw me touching it and like lifting it in different places. That's another type of distress, but I also want some like soft, worn areas. So I am going to do a wet distress. This is one of the things I love about the milk paint is it's so easy to do this. And I am just going to like wipe it back to reveal that red underneath there.
So we've talked about the retreat, but we haven't really mentioned it. There are a couple of seats. I talked about it on my show. I didn't talk about it here. A woman I went to grammar school with. We were in kindergarten together. Reached out to me and he's like, "Ooh, I want to go to Royce's retreat, but she's a teacher and she already has something scheduled that weekend."
Yeah.
And she's already asked to be on the wait list for next year.
Yes.
But there are a couple of seats because I told her there's a couple of seats available. And she's like, "No, I got a work thing that weekend. It's already booked." So if anybody is interested, do you have a code or anything for that?
I do. Hold on one second. I put it on way too thick, and so I got a lot more chippies. You guys will notice on the Lazy Susan, I didn't get any. Ooh, oh, you're coming with Rima. Oh, she just cracks me up.
Oh, Elizabeth Geis's, yeah.
Yes. Rima is somewhere in tropical right now, while the rest of us are freezing. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm looking for the QR code for the retreat. You know what? Before I put up the QR code, I am going to put up, let's do a testimonial. We'll do this one.
Come for the community. Come and just feel this freedom to be yourself and to learn in a very safe space. Come for the freedom of all of that and just be a woman in a space that's safe for women.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm chipping all over the place, you guys. So that's one testimonial for the retreat. Can I do one more? I'm going to do one more. I think this one touches me the most because I think sometimes if we were planning something for someone else, I think we would find a way to do it. But sometimes we don't afford ourselves the same opportunity. So this one really made me cry a little bit when I heard it.
One thing I would say is I would encourage anyone to come and do this. I have been very, very sick for a long time here, and I quit my job, and this was just something I did for me. And I'm ready to come back next year. I think everybody needs to take time out for themselves and do this. And there's all these people that you connect with, you know, just from all over the country, and everybody has their own story and their own abilities and all that. And it was just a great time to be with everyone.
I did not pay anybody for those. Those were just some exit interviews that we did after the retreat. And the ladies were generous enough to share with us. And it was such a blessing for me to be able to serve everyone that came last year. So I hope that you will come and you will join us this year because it's going to be really, really good. I need to I told Kim I want to come and take a walk through the venue. I hate to leave the house, you guys. I might need to leave the house this week and take a walk through the venue so you guys can see how gorgeous it is. So let's use this piece. I think this piece is my favorite. This one, it's an old, what do you call these, baby?
What?
This paper right here. You can see it on your phone, can you?
Are you talking about a ledger?
A ledger. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know
well,
why.
You got different things on there.
Oh, I know. The ledger.
Angie asks if we're cold in Safford. We're always cold.
Okay. It's like 68 degrees here right now. That's cold for us, though. We're cold. We're cold. You may not be cold. People come here from other places and they're walking around in shorts. think they want to taunt us. I think that, let me cut this one out and then I'll figure out how I'm going to lay it out. But I think this one piece will be enough to cover it. It's just a matter of how we're going to do it.
Well, Elizabeth and Rima's flights are like 5 minutes apart.
Oh, good. And you guys, what day are you guys coming, Elizabeth? Because I know a lot of the ladies from the membership are coming early in the week. They volunteered to come help me.
So you guys are coming on my show on Thursday?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Thursday morning.
Thursday, so that way the chamber comes on Friday for Spring Fest, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So anybody who's in early Wednesday or earlier gets to appear on the radio show.
Although I have to like prod people into saying yes to do that. Okay, I think that we can work this paper out. This little thing right here makes me happy. So we're going to put that on the front. And I think I'm going to just piece it out. It doesn't have to match all the way around.
Well, Elizabeth and Remo will be here on Wednesday, so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I think that there's a group coming on Tuesday too. And if you guys are coming to retreat, because I know we had one of our ladies, they got here Thursday evening and they left on Sunday. And she's expressed that she had wished that they would have like come on Wednesday and left on Monday. So if you're able to, it just makes it so that you can take your time and enjoy the trip. Although some of my ladies, Terry, who we just heard her testimonial, she and her husband drove and they took their time. They picked all the way here and all the way back. And I don't know if you guys have ever done, oh, is Terry here tonight? I don't think she is. She's on Whatnot. She has fabulous stuff on her auctions for Whatnot. She goes picking all the time. But isn't that going to be fabulous? That is so yummy. So let's get to decoupaging. We're going to decoupage this using just the typography. And I don't know, we'll see. We're only going to have enough time for decoupage tonight.
So I had asked, do you have a QR code for the retreat?
For the retreat, I put it up earlier.
Did you?
I did. No, you're okay,
Okay.
babe. I know you're trying to do multiple
Kay
things.
Dewan says I joined the besties earlier today.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Welcome, welcome.
Not sure what's happening next though.
So our next call will be Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll get you taken care of. We will. What I do, I just posted the schedule for February. And so you'll see the dates ahead of time that we're going to meet. And I still have to get our meetup scheduled. And in each event, you'll see the list of supplies that I'll be using. I won't say the list of supplies that you need because whether or not you craft is up to you. But the list of supplies that I'll be using, and then you'll get like reminder emails of when we're going to have our calls or when anything is going on. And there is a community section on my dashboard. And we also have a community on Facebook too. So we'll get you taken care of. And you'll get to meet the ladies, which I know at least 2 of them are here tonight. And if you are looking for a creative community, you guys, the Recycled Besties membership really is a jewel. I don't know how I managed to gather together so many extremely talented, generous ladies. I'm not sure. I would like to take credit for it, but I cannot. I've been blessed enough to be able to do that. And so we have this awesome community. And I teach a lot, and we have guests who come in pretty often, basically monthly, but some months, like this month, my guest didn't work out, so we won't have a guest for February. But most months we do have a guest, and they come in and they teach stuff that I don't know how to do. Like, I don't know all the things. So we have guests who come in and teach us sometimes. I was going to say something else, but the ladies who are in the group are so talented. Like everybody has a specialty, and I don't know how I gathered such a diverse group of people. Like their level, there are things that they're experts in. Jewelry, resin, like it's just crazy. It's all over the place. It's fabulous, crazy, but it's crazy. I'm gonna dry these before I flip it over because I have all kind of flecks from my milk paint and I don't want them to stick to my paper. It's 7:17, baby. I'm gonna get finished because we're not gonna do any crackle tonight, you guys. Just decoupage. You know I want to do crackle, but I have to get my husband to bed because he has to go to work tomorrow.
It's true.
But that would be like a whole nother 30 minutes if we did that. Isn't that so yummy? And it looks like it belongs on a cigar box, right? I don't know why it took me so long to make this warm topography. Like I've been wanting to do it for a while, but when I'm making designs, there's only so many spaces available. I never want to burden my retailers with too many SKUs. And so I try to be thoughtful about how many designs we have on a release. And the holiday release is generally a larger release because we're doing regular designs and we're doing holiday designs. So on my off releases, I try to do smaller ones. So if you are a creative business owner and you're looking for a product to carry, consider Recycled as a product that you want to carry. I am a small brand, but that also makes me a lot more intimate than being with some of the larger brands. We offer quarterly business training, and your training also includes, I generally say, at least one class a year. So when you guys see me doing my decoupage master classes or stencil labs, those classes are offered free to retailers. And it's to equip them to be able to teach how to use the product to their customers. We have a pretty low buy-in as far as, becoming a retailer and also maintaining. We protect territories. We have like a standard of 20 miles, but depending on the population density, that may vary some. But we do protect your territory. So you don't have to worry about bringing on our product and then having somebody show up like the next month right next to you, carrying Recycled as well. So I'm just piecing this together as we go around. I think that I'm only going to want to piece up that one side. So we're going to go ahead and just do this one as one, and then I'll use this last bottom section right here to wrap around to that other side. And when you're looking at these papers on the screen, there's so much that you just don't see. I can see myself using this paper a lot. I like it a lot. I mean, it's my design, but you know what I'm saying. If I'm being honest, you guys, a lot of the designs from this last release I made for myself. Sorry about that, but they're just things that I've been wanting to have, but we haven't had. So I'm going to trim. I have a little bit of a flap here, and I'm going to trim it off before I go into the next section. So that way I won't have to worry about it. And since I already dried it, I might as well go ahead and trim that off, and then I'll start the next section.
Karen Moyer says, love the size, not large. Great for an old-fashioned recipe box.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Lisa Vansill says, looks like you picked it up in an antique store.
Thank you, Lisa. And it is, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like you can see that 5x5. It's kind of like, indented in there, but it just adds a little something, something. I'm misting my paper. If you're new and you're wondering why I missed the paper, it's just water. That's all that I'm using. And the paper fibers expand. And so that way, when I put it down into my decoupage medium, it doesn't respond to the moisture of the medium and wrinkle. So misting it first is a way for you to be able to get a wrinkle-free finish. I love this so much. I love this paper so much. I know it's my design, but it's so yummy. It is so yummy, you guys. There is so much. And then we laid down that grungy halo. And so you guys can see it, right? You see that the center is lighter, but it's not super evident. It's just a subtle thing that adds to the character of the box. And then when I dry it, it's going to be a little bit more subtle. But, and when you put this paper on top of the white, there are just these little details that you don't see that kind of pop through. And I'm going to dry this side and then we'll go to the other side. And the reason why I'm drying it is because I'm having to flip the box on the sides in order to work on one side. And I don't want to flip a wet, a wet side down and create problems for myself, especially because my mat has flecks all over it. I don't have an album of old papers. Maybe I'll do something like that. Like it'll be a post where I will just post an album of our papers that we've done through the years. That would be kind of fine, huh? Looking back. I think it has it been 10 years? I mean, I know it's been, when I started Roycycle, I started making the papers just for myself. So the reason why I can't remember like exactly when we started is because it was this really gradual process. So I'll have to look and see if it's been 9 years or 10 years. I can't quite remember.
It might even be longer than that because we got together in late 14.
And I was already.
I know you were doing deer heads, but I thought you were doing decoupage.
Oh, I was doing decoupage, babe. Because remember, I was taking furniture to your apartment.
Yes. Yeah.
To get photographs. He had a window and it was like all this light, coming into his living room. And he was such a bachelor. He had like a couch and a TV in there. So there was tons of space. So I would drag my furniture over to his house, poor thing, so I could get photos. Okay. Oh, I love this so much. And I shouldn't be so happy about my own paper design. I know, but I am. Let me work out this side first because I have this little piece. And I think if I put that there, that would be nice. No one will ever know. We would love to have you at the retreat. I was talking to the chamber. I'm on the chamber board, but I was talking to our, what is K?
Membership director.
I was talking to our membership director about the VIP tents. I did get a smaller space this year. Last year, I cut out a huge space, and which some of you took advantage of. But by the end of the day, a lot of folks were just tired. So they didn't come to the Spring Festival. But we do have a table, and then they're going to have a lounge in the VIP tent too. So we'll have that space. So if you guys go to the Spring Festival, like if you come, you're not like stuck walking around trying to hold your food. You can go hang out in a VIP tent and have tables and chairs or hang out in the lounge. All you need to have is your Royce Besties badge, which everybody has one. One of our groups said that because it's the ambient noise inside the space is a lot because you have a lot of us. We're excited to be there. And they wanted to be like quiet. So they went to the local steakhouse and it was karaoke night, so they didn't really get quiet. But the spring festival is like wine and food and music, so it's kind of chill. It's not loud. See that? I mean, you can see the difference there, but it still looks like it goes together, right? You guys, this box is probably not going to make it to the sale. I know I keep saying that, but I'm serious. And I'm going to do the back with this piece. You guys see that little piece of ornament there? I love that. Somebody's new is like, of course she loves it. It's her design. What is she talking about? I know. Or do I want more script? I think I want more ornament and less scripting.
We're at 7:28.
I'm coming, baby. We're almost done. I'm gonna decoupage this last panel and then we're gonna wax it and we'll be finished. David is ready to go, y'all. And I still have one piece. I think, what is tomorrow? Do I have anything tomorrow?
That was Monday.
I know January is over, but we might meet tomorrow for Royce Cycle's Quick Crafts because we still have our bag. I didn't finish it. I still need to do the liquid vinyl. That's the last project that we need to finish. And we started the suitcase last Sunday, and I need to finish the edge of that because we started with the clipboards last Monday and we never made it to that project. So let's plan for tomorrow. Will be our last quick craft with Roy. I know I said today was the last one, but I like to finish those projects.
Felice said one of the husbands sang karaoke. Angie said the music and food was great. I'm guessing at Springfest.
At the Spring Festival. Yeah, the music was like background music. It wasn't super loud, but it was nice. It was there. Sometimes Reed has the music really loud, so I appreciated that it wasn't. It was just like background music. It was like a chill vibe. And we have tons of food trucks, barbecue, Mexican food, pizza, pasta. I'm trying to think of what else.
See, it's funny when we go to something here and there's like 2 or 3 Mexican food trucks, we're like, because every other restaurant.
I love Isabel's food. Though.
No, I understand,
yes.
But it's all the restaurants here are Mexican.
Yes,
Mexican food. So we're like, but to everybody traveling, it's like, oh wait, you're in an area that literally used to be Mexico.
Yeah.
I want Mexican food.
Yes. That's why I made it a point of having one of our lunches be Mexican food at the venue. Because I was thinking Hawaiian. I might do Hawaiian this year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I like to go to the different restaurants. We have a lot of local restaurants here. Like we have chains. You'll drive through, you'll see McDonald's and Burger King and what is not Wendy's? What's that one? The roast beef one? Oh no, the roast beef one.
Arby's.
But there are a lot of restaurants that are locally owned by people who live here locally. And like I love Mechi's. Mechi's tacos are my favorite. And I think one of the reasons I love Mechi's because when I go to the grocery store, they're over there shopping too.
We don't have chain restaurants. We have chain fast food.
Yes. Jerry's, I think, is the only chain restaurant.
And I don't think it's a chain anymore.
Oh.
The only chain restaurant we have is Denny.
Oh, yeah, that's right. About the Buffalo, what is it? Wild Wings?
Yeah,
opening?
that's right. Their Native Wings is coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
So we'll have a second chain restaurant.
Sorry. I really do love this box so much. And I think it's because I saw it in my head pretty clearly and it's coming out the way I saw it in my mind. But look at how yummy, and that warm script, warm typography is just so much character. And you have so many different types of typography on this sheet that you could use in your different projects. So whether you're doing a project like this, if you're doing any art journaling, like this is going to be a beautiful background. If you're doing mixed media, these will be gorgeous collage pieces to add to your mixed media pieces. And I'm going to go around my corners and just like make sure everything is tacked down really well. And then we'll dry it. And I am going to go in and ink my edges just to make sure. Sometimes when you sand the paper, you can sand the design and there'll be like a little white. And so I like to go through and just use my dauber to just wax the edges of my paper to make sure that I don't have a lot of that, which is not as important with the lighter designs, but, or if you sand off and the white that you put under your decoupage paper might show through. And we do need to trim the top really quickly. I'm trying to move fast so I can get my husband to bed. I guess I gotta feed him first and then to bed, because he gets up. Although, what time did you wake up this morning? You slept in today.
It was daylight.
I know. I'm surprised. I rolled over.
I would say 7:15, 7:30, something like that.
I have like my morning routine, you guys, and I roll over and I go sleep on David's side of the bed. But when I rolled over today, he was still on his side of the bed.
I got up to use the restroom at my normal wake-up time, and that's probably what threw you off.
I know, because I remember I told you, I was like, it's still early. And then the places where I have the latches, I'm going to go in and trim those later. I just really don't want to try to trim them now because there's a lot of moisture collected around that. I have a cut, a little bitty cut, probably a paper cut on my finger, and it is really bothering me today. And this is just a little finger sander. I have these in my Amazon shop too. They're really cool. These pieces come off, and so you can change out and put a new piece of sanding paper on there. And they have different ones. So like you guys know, I like 180 to 220 is what I prefer to use because it trims clean and it trims fast. If you get up to like the 300, you'll be sanding forever. I might have to use an emery board to do this back part, which there isn't a lot to trim, but I'll take care of that later.
Louise Stevens asked, do we have an in and out? No, we do not.
We do not.
We
Not
have them
here in
Arizona,
Stafford.
but
Yeah.
not here.
We're getting a what are we getting?
Culver's.
Culver's. We're getting a Culver's. That's kind of a big deal.
But no in and out here. We have them in Phoenix and Tucson, but not in our community.
So our community is small. We have roughly 30,000 people in our county.
In our county, 38.
Really? 38?
Yes,
Oh,
but
wow.
we also have indigenous people
Yes.
reservation. So we've got approximately 3,000 to 5,000. The reservation straddles 2 counties.
Yeah.
So 3,000 to 5,000 live in our county. So if you don't count the sovereign nation, we have
About 33.
about 30 to 33.
So we're it's a smaller community. Although when I had a retreat just for my retailers a few years ago, and I was like, it's a really small community, you guys. And they're like, you guys, this is not that small. They were harassing me a little bit. I had them prepared for I don't know, I guess, a lot smaller than we are. They're like, you guys have stuff that we don't have in our town. I thought it was funny. I know I said I was going to trim that after the fact, but I kind of want to wax this. So.
Yeah, Karen Moyer, I'm in agreement. When we travel, we go to local restaurants, chains you can get anytime.
Yes.
That's what we try to do. We always try a different one when we go.
And then I'm harassing my friends too to give coupons. And you guys will be happy to know, the group who came last year, that the steakhouse is offering 10% off. Because you guys, I think we went there the first night and the ladies just knew about it. So I think they went there like 3 times over the weekend. But I talked to Tom yesterday, and so he said 10% off. And we have a new microbrewery downtown, and they have barbecue. So I need to go talk to him. Buy donuts. I need to go talk to them.
Yeah.
The soap shop is already going to donate a basket for us to give away as a raffle. Not a raffle. I think we're going to do
the meet and greet.
The meet and greet. We're going to have a prize there. Oh yeah, for the whatever game. Last year we did a bingo. And so if you participated, you were entered for a chance to win. And the soap shop is so cute, you guys. We have a local family who raises the goats, and they sell the goat milk to the soap shop, and they make the soap right there in the shop. So it's really good. So they're gonna do a basket for us to give away at the meet and greet. The antique store has already hit me up. I didn't even have to ask her. Susan was like, aren't your people coming? I think she's going to do a 15% off coupon. We have a new coffee shop, and he's going to make a coffee drink. It's going to be the Royce Besties coffee drink. I need to go see him this week. So everyone's ready for you guys. And if you came, like, you were really hosted by the entire town. It's not just me. And that's why I wanted to have it here. Some people are like, why don't you have it in Tucson or Phoenix? I don't know anybody. I mean, I know people in Tucson or Phoenix, but not like anybody who's really going to be able to add to the experience of the retreat in the way that we're able to do here.
Yeah, if you come in early and you stop by the soap shop, the girls will give you a tour.
Oh, yeah.
They'll show you what they do.
They wanted to do a tour for everybody last year, but our schedule is so tight that we just really didn't have room for it.
And our sports bar has a brand new manager. The food, I think
we're not going there because he was supposed to give me a coupon last year and he didn't give me one.
That was a different guy.
It was the manager still, the owner still the same?
The owner, right. This is
I talked to the owner.
I know, but I'm saying the managers now, the owners just kind of disappeared. Hey, the manager took care of us on Sunday night.
He did, but the owner is the one who owns it.
So the place we all went to eat on Sunday night has a new owner.
Yes.
And the owner of the place we went to is now managing the sports bar here, and he's upgraded everything. I'm just saying.
No.
Okay.
Because I even tried to ask John about it, and he just like,
he's a yutz.
He is.
Let's just be honest.
And when he's with other people, he just wants to be so important. So you be important, but you would not get my promotion. I remember you when you was bony in high school. Don't be trying to play with me. Okay. So I went ahead and trimmed that, and everything is trimmed. So now we're going to wax. I'm going to dry real quick. Oh, yeah. Let me do this. So when we dry, we can just do everything. Little bit of I should talk to is Mo, because they have karaoke at the bar.
Yep, she can do it here.
Lord have mercy for Jesus. I'm trying to hurry, y'all. You ever notice when you hurry, you actually end up wasting more time because you like make mistakes? Just a little bit of ink. Again, I always feel like it's those small details that adds depth to your projects. I mean, the larger things count too, but usually if someone's in your booth, and they're looking at something, making a decision about whether or not they're going to buy, it's the small details that are going to really lead the final decision. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I need to get a new daughter because this one is like seen better days.
Trisha from Faded Fence said a yuts and then laughing emoji. Hey, I love me some
He
Yiddish.
said it.
I'm all in on the Yiddish. That's all. It's so descriptive. When you hear yuts, you know exactly what it is.
I don't know exactly what it is.
If
I mean,
you-
I can infer, but I
Exactly.
don't know.
If you hear somebody say, "Oh, him, he's a yuts," you know.
Yeah. I love this so much. I know it's my project. I shouldn't love it this much, but I do. Oh, and the feet. So I wanted to show you guys. Oh man, what time is it? We'll do the feet tomorrow. We'll do the feet tomorrow. Because I still have to put feet on here. Although now I don't know if I want to put feet. What do you guys think? Like I have these feet to put on here, but everything on here is gold. And then these are like, I don't know, silverish. And I could paint them. But see, that'd be a whole other thing. So we'll look at that later. Because my husband's giving me the side eye. He's not really. I'm just kidding. But okay, so let's get some wax going on this top. It's a little bit more chippy than what we had earlier. I'm going to start with clear wax on this one. And then we'll do the dark wax. And I did the dark wax first earlier because I really wanted my the Lazy Susan to be dark. I didn't want it to be kind of a grayish color. So when you use the black wax right over the black milk paint, you get like a black finish. Can you reach that can right there, babe?
What am I reaching?
Oh, never mind. I'll get it because you are like locked down with stuff. This can right here.
We see Steven says Culver's has yummy custard. Yes, they do. However, because we don't have one in town, we never have the custard.
Yeah, we're always on the road.
Yeah.
And so this one was the Noir, the same paint I used, but I used the brown wax. So you see how much of a difference it makes from the black wax to the brown wax? So, but I'm going to start off with clear wax because these paints are really porous. And when you start with the black wax, they suck up the pigment right away and you kind of lose control of your final finish. So if you want to have more control over how dark your piece gets, then start off with clear wax first, and then you can go on with the dark wax. And it just gives you more control.
So Elizabeth Geis says no feet. Chris Schmidt saved the feet for another project, but Karen Moyer says, can you grunge the feet up, make them rusty?
Oh, that would be fun. Some rusty feet would be good. Of course, Karen is the jewelry maker, so of course she wants me to use the feet.
Angie Champagne, did you change the sound setup because David is loud and clear tonight? David is yelling.
Oh, poor David.
No, we cannot figure out the sound. We used to have 2 microphones. They were beautiful. Something did an upgrade, and we have no idea.
I know. Technology, we love it, but you know.
But I took away our backup microphone because the only way to make that work was to turn it off and on.
Yeah.
And I think that messed with things more than just me yelling.
Oh, turning it off and on.
Yeah.
And so you guys see how the dark wax, even over the clear wax, it just makes it so that it's darker. But I'm going to be able to go in and wipe it back on that red a little bit more. Even on this one, we have a lot more red because the paint chipped a lot more than it did on the other one. It was my fault. I used too much paint. I got a little carried away. And I brought a new towel because my other one is like used up. And these are just microfiber towels. I was thinking today, I find that you get a better deal on these towels when you go to like the car section. They're more affordable than the ones over like by the laundry detergent and stuff. But my favorite ones are from Websteront because they're like nice. These ones here are nice and thick. And they're like serged around the edges. These are from Websteront and they're really affordable. But if you're just looking for a few, I did get them at a big box store, but I go get mine from over where all the car washing stuff is because you can get a big bag of them and they're relatively inexpensive. Where in the cleaning section, they want to charge you for like one at a time or like 5. Talked about in the past how what you pay for stuff really depends on where you're buying it from. We women all know about the pink tax. I will shave with the gray razor, thank you, before I pay $1 more because it's pink. And so I have a lot more chippy here, so a lot more of that red is showing through, but I still like it. So fun, right? And so we have that cigar box, and we went from a plain wooden cigar box to something really special. And I don't think I'm going to put the feet on it. I think I like it just like that. I think we'll save the feet for something else. I forgot who made that suggestion, but I like it. And I'm not going to wax over I might put some clear wax over my paper just so everything is consistent as far as sheen, but I like this just the way it is. And so I'm not going to go in with the dark wax and add any more because I like it. So that is today's project. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's project. If you are new here, we are live here every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are looking for Royce Cycle decoupage paper, you can find the paper and the retailers who carry the paper at roycycles.com. I know some of you that maybe don't know me as well. You've maybe come to a couple of my lives and you're thinking, this woman never knows what she's doing. And you would be absolutely right. I love to experiment. That is what I do. Because it's in the experimentation when you learn more about your products, about your processes, and honestly, even about yourself. So I want to encourage you guys to make time to play, to experiment, because where experimentation goes, creativity follows. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight.
We have a question real quick.
Yes.
Since the rags have wax on them, you can't wash them, correct? So do you have to throw them away when they get yucky?
Yeah, that's why I use it until it's looking this bad, honestly. Like I've had this one for probably 5 months in here in my shed, and I'm using it as much as I possibly can. And honestly, they say that you can't wash them, but like even in my studio, because I use oil paints, they say that you can throw away the rags. I just wash them out by hand. Like you can't put them in your washing machine, but you can wash them out by hand and get a lot of this out and you can use them over. So I use mine quite a bit before I throw it out. And even though I do have to eventually throw it out, I do think it's more sustainable than using paper and throwing the paper out like, you know, all the time.
Yeah, Felicia washes hers.
Yeah. So I just wash them out by hand. It does have solvent in it. Although if you leave it and let it, the solvents gas off, then you don't have the solvents in there. You just have the wax. But my machine is old. I don't want to take any chances. Look, that's the last thing I need to do is buy another washing machine.
Oh, and Catherine Lukowski says Harbor Freight.
Ooh, I didn't think about Harbor Freight. They always have Gonga deals over there. Ooh, and I think I still have money on my card from last year, baby.
There you go.
David bought me a gift card for Harbor Freight for Christmas last year.
No, I didn't. I bought you a saw.
Oh, you bought me a saw that
you returned for a gift card.
Why you say it all hard like that? Do you feel a certain kind of way about it?
No, I didn't. I was gambling on which one I was buying you, and I got you the wrong one.
Yeah. So, okay. That's it. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a blessed evening. And Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll finish up our projects. And then I will probably wait a couple of weeks before I start the Mixed Media Mondays. But I'm thinking I'm going to do that. So you guys have a good night and we will see you next time. Good night.